दिए थे आप?
वो आकर बहुत पछताए हम। भाजपा को भी जिता रहे हैं और सिंधिया जी को भी जिताना चाहते हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र जी मोदी की सरकार बनेगी, पुनः 400 से 12 सीटें जाएंगी।
How tired are you, Mr. Sindhya? We followed you for the 8th Sabha today. It's bloody hot.
Heat doesn't bother me. As I told you, I carry my pyaj with me, so heat doesn't bother me. I am a Chambal ka beta, and ये चमड़ी जितनी पकती है उतनी निखारती आती है.
The Maharaja's turned a Chambal ka beta for the election, or is that what it is now?
It's always the case. The only reason why this air condition is on in this car is because you're sitting in it.
That's very kind, because it's been very hot tracking you.
I don't use the AC in the month of May and June in Chambal, Gwalior region. I never do. I never have. My father never did.
The sheer fact that you say, मेरा प्याज मेरे साथ है, मैं चंबल का लड़का हूँ, is there a sense that you need to convey to the people and your voters this time that you're not a Maharaja, that there is no blue blood, you're one of them?
I've never been a Maharaja. Preeti, I am very shocked that you're asking me this question.
No, I'm taking off what you said.
No, you're very shocked that you're asking me this question because of all others, you know my background. I'm a person who went to college in the States, graduated, worked as a banker for 6 years, went back to business school to Stanford, graduated from there, was doing my own startup, and then fate had its decision and I entered politics. So I've always been someone who's grown up on my own mettle, on my own hard work, on my own perseverance. And that's something that has been ingrained in me from my childhood by my parents. So what you're talking about is my past. It's a past that I'm extremely proud of.
Yeah, it's legacy, of course.
And it's a past which is not only a legacy of being a Maharaja, but it's a past of a legacy of sacrifice.
Of the love you get from the people.
And also of sacrifice, of patriotism. My ancestors who waged wars against those who entered into this country and gave their lives in that process. So it's a legacy that I'm extremely proud of. But that's my past. I must live in my present and build for my future. And my present is my avatar as a public servant, not even as a politician. My pursuit is not politics. My pursuit is public service. My father used to say that लक्ष्य जिंदगी में जनसेवा होना चाहिए और राजनीति केवल एक माध्यम होनी चाहिए उसकी पूर्ति करने के लिए, उससे ज्यादा नहीं.
Mr. Sindhya, you fought this election from the seat in 2019.
I fought this election from the seat from 2002.
Yes, 2000. I'm just giving you context in terms of you lost in 2019.
Correct.
And what's the difference this time? Is it the party, or is your approach different?
I think that a seat and an area that has given me love and blessings 4 times for 17 years. Obviously, there must have been some failing on my part that I lost the seat in 2019, and I am not one to shirk away from my own failings. I think it's as important as it is to succeed in life. It is also, I don't want to say more important, but as important to fail, because through failure also you learn to improve yourself and you learn to cure yourself of deficiencies. And there are very few leaders who have not failed. There are very few leaders who have not lost elections. And so therefore it comes as part and parcel of the game.
You don't blame the Congress for losing because
I do not think that it is fair for you to blame anyone apart from yourself. It's very easy to say, Preeti, you're to blame, or someone else is to blame. It's very difficult to introspect and actually see what's wrong with you. And I think जो लक्षण मेरे पिताजी और मेरी माँ ने मुझे दिए, in life it's very easy to point a finger. But you forget that when you point one finger, there are 3 fingers that are pointed towards you. So look at yourself and your own feelings before you blame others.
Mr. Sindhya, the last time...
There may have been myriad factors, and I don't want to get into those myriad factors. But you should fairly when you take victory, you take the garland on your neck. And when you lose, you want to blame others.
The myriad factors that you speak of.
You should blame yourself.
But the myriad factors that you also speak of, one of them possibly was Digvijay Singh. He's fighting possibly his last election. Nothing to say on that?
I have nothing to say. Everyone
Neighbouring constituency.
Everyone has a right to, in a democracy, to fight their election.
Wish him well?
I think the people very well recognize his contribution to the downfall of Madhya Pradesh. But yes, I wish him well. Why should I not? You should wish all your opponents well.
No, it's just because, you know,
I wish my opponent well in this election. When I lost the last election, I was the first one to call.
that's very...
I was the first one to call KP Yadav and congratulate him.
That's very Maharaja-like, because we had Amit Shah here who said, let this be his last election. And
I've been a cricketer, and you win some and you lose some.
Fair point. So the last time you were here, we interviewed you and we were very confident and you were bang on in terms of what the result of the assembly elections were. This time around, if you look at the first two phases across the country, there's been a dip in voting percentage. Does that bother you? Does that bother the BJP here?
No, not at all. I think that there are myriad reasons for that. Both days, and I don't want to get into dissecting and bisecting, but there are multiple reasons. Both days were Sarak laga tha. There was a day. Both days were days of multiple very good days for marriage, and therefore there were a huge number of weddings across the country on that day. But I don't want to get into the reasons why, because I think statisticians and data analysts will be better at doing that. But I can guarantee you that across the board, and certainly Madhya Pradesh, both first phase and second phase, and all across the 29 seats of Madhya Pradesh, the BJP's flag is going to fly very, very high on the 4th of June.
A lot of talk of the manifesto of your erstwhile party. Have you read it? Have you read the Congress manifesto, sir?
No, I don't think I want to waste my time reading the manifesto.
You haven't read it?
No, I don't. I haven't read it, and I don't want to waste my time doing that, because I belong to a party which is very positive in its thinking. It's a party that's under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, building India into a world power over the next 5 to 10 years. And I think life, God has given you life and very few moments, and I think you need to concentrate those moments in building positivity. And I think this positive trend that has started over the last 10 years under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the way that India is progressing, every single citizen feels part of his huge movement to propel India onto the world stage. It's not a movement of one leader alone, but he, in his tremendous capability, is moving 140 crore people with him. And I would rather spend my time on positivity with respect to that movement rather than on negativity of a hollow manifesto which represents nothing for the new modern India and the India that will be a world power in the days to come.
But you speak of a positive campaign, but the Prime Minister today stands accused of using the word Mangal Sutra. Many say making a borderline communal speech.
I don't think I don't think so at all. It is the case because the Congress manifesto talks about going like an X-ray and examining exactly what you have in your cupboards and then redistributing that. And therefore, if you look at rural India, Preeti, rural India does not save and invest its money in equity schemes and fixed deposits. Women in rural India invest their money in silver and gold. And if you're going to take away the silver and gold ornaments that households have earned through completely kosher means, and take away their creation of wealth and redistribute it, I think it needs to be completely damned in the context of what it is presenting to India. India is today moving forward. The Congress is taking India 1,000 years back.
So the Congress has gone out on a limb to say this is spreading falsehood. You had Priyanka Gandhi who says this is absurd. Have we ever taken away your gold Mangal Sutra?
But that's what they're
rallies.
talking about. If they're talking about redistribution, then that's what they're talking about.
But you guys spoke of it in 2014 as well.
No, we did not.
Under Mr. Jansen, eh?
No,
it was an idea you toyed with.
no. We talked about growing India's pie. And in that growth of India's pie, making sure that those who are economically marginalized get a greater share of that pie. And the Prime Minister has done that through his schemes by empowering every single Indian, whether it's Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, whether it is Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, whether it is whether it is the Ayushman Card Yojana, whether it is the 80 crore ration scheme. It is the empowerment of India. Why? So that every Indian can contribute to the idea of nation building in the days to come. That is the magnetic idea that has caught the imagination of the people of India.
My
Thank
final
you very
question.
much.
Can I ask you one final question? One final question, sir. Which is that you're fighting the Lok
Unfortunately, your
Sabha.
questions are very short and my answers are very long.
No, just
and I'm
one.
losing my voice.
No, just one question. The fact that you're fighting the Lok Sabha election now, is it somewhere down the line moving out of state politics in Madhya Pradesh? Or you're very much part?
No. Again, I want to tell you, for me, it's not state, center, X, Y, Z. It is about making a difference. It is about bringing about a change. And whatever vehicle the party decides that I need to adopt to be able to pursue my goal, that is the vehicle that I'm going to be in. Today they've asked me to contest a Lok Sabha election, which I really wanted to. And so therefore, that is the process. That doesn't mean that I will not bring about development in my state. 22 years I have been a public servant. I have contributed not only to my constituency, I've contributed to Gwalior, I've contributed to Morena, I've contributed to Bhind, I've contributed to Malwa, I've contributed to Rewa, I've contributed to Bhopal, I've contributed across the state. My pursuit in life is to make sure that I bend every sinew in my body to be able to contribute to the development through whatever way I can.
Good luck, sir, and we hope for your party's sake and your sake, you're right again. You were right in assembly elections. Good luck.
Thanks so much.
Have a good
Always
election.
a pleasure. Thank
Have
you.
a good election. Thank you, sir.